I'd be doing some reviewings here. I just saw 28 years later. I'm a big fan of the horror-esque genre in general. I'll never forget the first time I saw 28 Days Later. What was that? 2001? By God, I was in high school in 2001. So if you're a fan like me and you've seen all of the zombie tropes and the 28 Days Later franchise, you'll know that I think I could say with confidence, from the inception of the very first one to the second one, they always go bigger. Good morning to you. Is it morning? I really don't know if it's morning or afternoon, but good to see you, Pooh. What's up, Maxwell? I'm really glad to see you, G. I was worried for a little bit, but it's good to have you here, bro. So I just finished. I caught a very early showing because I'm such a horror buff. I want to be the first one in, first one out. I just got to get my eyes on any hyped up horror films. Danny Boyle, one of my favorite directors. It's in my head. Maybe it's better that I contact you on IG. I don't know, man. I have my reasons. I will reach out to you via IG or the Discord I never use, or the email, whichever one we've contacted each other last. But okay, let me stay on point here. So if you see 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later, you liked them all. If you like the style, the fast zombie kind of thing, the rage virus kind of thing, I gotta say 28 Years Later is super highly stylized, a true throwback to the way Danny Boyle introduced the 28 Days Later franchise to us from the get-go when it was a single standalone movie. It was a whole new take. I remember it took the horror zombie genre by storm with these rage-infected human beings who lose their consciousness, and it's gory, it's visceral. I got to admit, the first portion of this movie, what's up, C-Fells? Hell yeah, bro. It is amazing. Like, I can't even compare the level of hype. The last time I felt hype like that was probably for when there was when Marvel was still good, and I went with a pack of my friends to go watch, like, Avengers Civil War or something. Or even going as far back as when I was a child in '96, watching Independence Day in the theater with my dad. I remember shaking in the chair going like, oh my God, I can't believe we're going to actually see it. Dude, the beginning towards the, end of the middle, it is such first off, it's a brilliant way to use cinematography to give you commentary. And it's almost like watching a music video. It's truly, they took this movie into an art form. I have to give such high praise for the way they intertwine clips from the histories, from humanity and war, and just splicing in to the story as it goes, concurrently. You're watching the momentum of the story moving forward. What's up, Chip? Good to see you. Yeah, I'll say hi. What's up, Bar Games? Hello. There you go. All right. So, man, I'll tell you, and the hype just keeps going. I kept getting more hyped because of the way they just kept the music, such a unique, wonderful soundtrack. The first thing I'm going to do when I get home, I'm going to search for every song that they played in that film. And it's music that's like, it's just different. It's something, a genre that doesn't exist. Or if it does, it's something super indie and unique. The way they throw in this, I don't know if you've seen, go ahead and watch the trailer if you haven't had a chance to see the movie, and they play the music in the trailer that really gets you pumped, but it's not like music that sounds like it would get you pumped during the beginning of the film, which had me rolling. It's a countdown, and you could tell it's like a recording from like the 1920s. It sounds like Charlie Chaplin speaking and counting down. And then here's the footage of like you're watching Europeans warfare evolve as the violence in the movie slowly starts to take a step up. So you're just, it's edging you, and it's giving you the satisfaction that you stuck around. Obviously, I am so pleased. The downtime is not even downtime, because around the corner something is going to happen. And of course, where would we be without, and this is spoiler free, without the lore and improving upon the lore itself. Oh, we got a bot. That's okay. Bots are welcome too. Hashtag bots, do what you do. The whole evolution of the rage virus in these so-called zombies is terrifying, and it just makes me want more. The kicker is, okay, there's a two-pronged point I want to make. First off, you get maybe a couple examples of these evolved rage beings, and you get to see a completely different version. We're used to in 28 years later is what I'm referring to, and I'm just going through the, yes, I said edging, by God. Look, I never used these words until I got YouTube affiliated, and now I say stupid shit I hear online, like a parakeet. We're all doomed as humanity. We're gonna end up in the 28 years later franchise at some point. So, okay, so the evolved bastards, dude, first off, they're all stark-ass nude, and I gotta tell you, okay. Cringe moment, awkward, me even saying it out loud, it's gonna be awkward. Alright, clip channels, do your thing. Bro, one of the evolved rage creatures looks like Jason Momoa that was on crack for at least 12 days, or Adderall, as is widely used in some areas of the country. It looks like that man was on a crack meth Adderall binge for at least 2 straight years and didn't get his nappy time. And he's clearly very, very naked, and dude, it's like a horse is running at you towards the screen. That was horrifying in itself. And then it leads to a scene that I cannot spoil, but it's so important, and apparently the very ending itself that I'm not spoiling, but I'll tell you this. It goes from this amazing crescendo of a movie that keeps building and building up to the point where, and then when you think it's about to boil down just a little bit, the music starts to calm. You know, you got your main character who's become a bit more hardened and strengthened, and it's about to just chill. And right at that moment when you're ready to see the credits roll, you get a heavy metal music video of cinematography and straight up action and gore nonstop. And I'm talking about acrobatics, and they throw some kind of humor in there that you'd see in the Renaissance Festival, like in real life. And it takes a whole other turn, and it's connected to the I love the opening of every 28 days, weeks, years later film. This beginning actually serves a very important purpose, because the end is the beginning of the next movie, going to be the first direct sequel. We're not waiting 28 centuries to see this one, or 28 decades. The ending, which is that pure metal action gore. I mean, they really took horror into a whole other art form, like martial arts, but it's not martial arts, and it's just so freaking hard. It hits so hard. Blood's going everywhere. The people that are in the melee are having a blast, just destroying the bodies of these rage zombies, and everybody in the theater is just so into it. And there's a couple of moments of pure hilarity. Like, there's not a lot of humor in the movie, but the moments when, how shall I say, this is very, very minor spoiler. Like, this is a spoiler 1 out of 10 here. You see one individual that is in the mainland, which is the completely quarantine zone, like the city exists. What we got to see in the movie is everybody that lives on the outside that's never allowed to go into the cities where cell phones and the internet still exist. So I'm very interested to see the evolution of that. But what was it, damn it? Oh yeah, so we get to see one of the mainlanders, soldiers all decked out, meet some of the natives, and the banter back and forth is hilarious. One happy comedic spoiler is the dude uses his cell phone, his last 1% bar on his brick of a cell phone, and he shows it to the main character, young kid. He's like, yo, look, this is my fiance, and it's some blonde chick that looks like a Kardashian with duck lips. And the reaction of the native kid, who doesn't know what the internet is like, what's wrong with her lips? Oh, I know, that reminds me of Jenny from the village. Every time she eats shellfish, her lips get really swollen, and the soldier just rips the phone away and it dies. But I gotta give a full, strong-ass, what's up, Corbin? Yo, Andrew Corbin / Shade Darker OG right here forever and a day. I couldn't have started this day better, this day off. I hate that I have to wake up at 4:30 in the morning, but oh, woe is me. This is so worth it. 10 out of freaking 10. I don't even have it in my heart to bring it down a score. I'm sure some of the stylized moments in the beginning of the film where remember, Danny Boyle, the director, or whoever was in charge of the camera work, it seems like in the beginning they were really trying to make a point about the visceral violence, and then the style of the violence changes, almost like it's molding you to feel like violence is such a normal thing. So all around, this movie hits all the chords, and you have to check it out. This is a progressive patriot, a PP. Make sure when you go to your local theater, say PP rated 10 out of 10. PP what? That's right, PP. Yeah, PP. Don't even give him the whole name. Just say, yo, I'm here because PP told me to be. And this is a 10 out of 10 movie. And I'm gonna do some watching. We doing watching of the horror movies, all the horror movies. All right, I'm gonna go to the comic shop. I got some packages to ship, and then I'm gonna have a hell of a day. Y'all have a hell of a day. It's time to go. Oh, gray clouds. God, that movie was awesome. I almost want to sneak back in. Take care. I'll be back. I promise. I'm sure I will. Don't give me that power. You have that power, sir. All right.